Why, 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 can you tell me why? Why, can you tell me why? Why, 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 can you tell me why? Why you hate me and my people, what we do to you? What we gave to your people was a servitude. Why, can you tell me why? 40 acres in the mule, that's what they say we do. We do the century on our back, how could you be so cruel? 40 acres in the mule, that's what they said we do. Pursue the happiness and things they call American dreams. But why it seems like American schemes? 40 decades later and still none of them things. They still vote to call us human. I'm bigger than a thing. You should have us on the block and they was selling us song. Then that was outlawed, so they became the law. Now we still on the block, but they selling us soft. They rather round us up so they can kill us all. Why you hate me in the world that my people built? How we savage in the world when we showed you how to live. With the slaves' breast milk that they used to feed their kids. But today we gotta fight in court just to see our kids. Little shack in the back where they gave us to live. Now they buying up the city where the people supposed to live. Is it gentrification and depopulation? My people been slumber too long. It's time to wake up. Why, can you tell me why? Why you hate me and my people, what we do to you? What we gave to your people was a servitude. Why, can you tell me why? 40 acres in the mule, that's what they say we do. We built this country on our back, how could you be so cruel? As a kid, young Tut ruled with all power. Solomon owned his mind, that was diamond power. Mansa Musa was the richest king in world history. But they teach us we were slaves and call it black history. Egypt only gets a mention cause it fell to conquer. The Romans went and stole the history, but called us monsters. Shot their nose off the springs cause they felt imposter. Our black face on the line was a show of power. How they came to be the ones who supposed to be in power when everything they got was already ours. We the gods amongst men like Anubis, Osiris. Animal faces on a black man's body. Why you think they love the haters? Cause they know we got bodies. Why you think they women love us? Cause we got the God bodies. So they make us hate each other and afraid of the camaraderie. And anyone who tries to lead, they gon' body. Why, can you tell me why? Why you hate me and my people, what we do to you? All we gave to your people was a servitude. Why, can you tell me why? 40 acres in the mule, that's what they say we do. We built this country on our back, how could you be so cruel? I just want my people to be great. Even dead or in jail, that shouldn't be my son's fate. And even worse, I got daughters. Man, I'm trying to be supportive, but they garnish my wage, make me a slave, and it's court order. Just another way to lock us down in cages. Babies running wild, man, who gonna raise them? Damn. It's still a part of their bigger plan. I try to tell my baby mother, but she can't understand. She say it's easier to get it from the white man. Plum dumb. You playing right into their white hands. Ain't no true at the house if you ain't got a man. So when they call for martial law, they can come and take it all. And if it's just you and your kids, how you gonna make a stand? Damn. It's all just a part of their plan. Why? Damn. Part of their plans. Tell me why. Why, can you tell me why? Why you hate me and my people, what we do to you? All we gave to your people was a servitude. Why, can you tell me why? 40 acres in the mule, that's what they say we do. We built this country on our back, how could you be so cruel? I remember late nights eating rice, listening to Travo. Prisoner's perspective, that's the type of shit that I know. Brothers and my cousins spit down, you know how that go. Never prison, but I sat in jail before, that's how this shit go. I understood it's part of the game, right from the get-go. But I knew I'd get paid in the game, like I passed go. If money ain't your aim, what you shooting for? Shit, I sold the candy, kept the change back in 94. I've been a hustler for as long as I've been a ball. I'm 32, I need a meal by 34. And 2 years later, I need at least 40 more. I ain't talking shit, no, this ain't no toilet water. I'm just here to bring real back, restore the order. I'm just trying to win for back, spoil my daughters, and show 'em what it means to be their biggest supporter. I do this shit for my real niggas like Richard Porter. My stand-up niggas, not you weird rat supporters. You fucking up the culture, that ain't what real is. They need a night out, spike they drink with the Lord is. I'm here to call the real shit, I ain't with the fraud shit. Lay it like a bad bitch, I'll show you what the law is. Nigga talking boss shit, I'll show you how boss is. It's about the wealth shit I can leave for my kids. A couple cribs, some properties, a couple businesses. And plus I gotta have it and it's called dispense. I gotta have it, need cheese like the government. Niggas losing money, keep waiting on the government. Shit, I go and get it, bigger cake like an Edmonds. I let a ball wear proud like a Letterman's. All my niggas real niggas, couldn't ask for better men. All we do is build each other, make each other better men. So about them, I hit your block and Benjamin. We hopping out, K swinging like a pendulum. I'm Mike Epps, nigga, all about the Benjamins. I'm on my horse, Kentucky Derby like Lexington. He always on go, yup, I'm chasing checks again. Moving underground, dipping, dodging like a Mexican. Blowing on the pound, eyes chinky like my Asian friends. Got you niggas sounding like, damn, this nigga spitting shit. Had thoughts of ending it, but fuck a dog, I'm bending shit. Harder than the stealing, and I bust you like I'm Bettis, bitch. Tell you niggas catch up, dog, I'm on this fella shit. I'm on some other shit, I should run for president. It can't be that hard if Agent Orange can do the shit. I'm here to shake up the beast, they call me ludicrous. I ain't new to this, nah, dog, been moving shit. I can't quit, nah, dog, I'm too legit. Next great MC, I'm on my hammer shit. Hammers coming, MPs, red beams, and ladder clips. Moving like a savage for cabbage, I ain't your average. My legacy is already written, I give you narratives. The writing's all on the wall, but nigga, hear this shit.
Oh my goodness, where are we? Where are we? There we go. There we go. What's good, y'all? How is everyone doing? Shout out to Statewide Chip. That was True Vibe TV's artist. We managed Statewide Chip. His EP will be released Monday, January 11th. Make sure you watch out for that. Very talented dude. Been doing this thing for a while. Shout out to him for giving us an opportunity to pair up with him. Shout out to Goddess who introduced us to State. So look for some big things for him. The EP out, ELP, he's working on it. So look out for that. I am Truth, one of your hosts. Across from me is the other half of True Vibe TV, Mr. Socks, a.k.a. Jeff Shears. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man.
Welcome
Long
back.
time no
Welcome
see.
back.
Long time no see. Oh man.
Hey, you had to give you a GPS to get back here.
Yeah, nigga. Shit real.
How's your week, man? How's everything going?
No, week wasn't too bad. You know, I wasn't gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't too bad overall. It was like just making some plans and shit, just getting ready for to feel the next couple of months out. Be prepared, folks.
Wait till Biden get in there. Y'all think this is what I'm saying? Like, got this in between situation and everything going on. Biden gonna lay down them rules, man. We were just talking about prior, before we actually got started, because you know about the whole COVID thing and vaccine, and South Carolina blocked the state from occupation, jobs, employers, and other situations from forcing you to take the vaccine.
I'm gonna tell you what two states ain't: New York and New Jersey. That's just my opinion.
No matter what.
That's just my opinion. But you hear how Cuomo over there spitting. But I want the borders shut down because they over in UK wilding, which he was right because that shit was already over here. That extra stuff.
Right,
and we find in and out now.
Like we talked about before, from day one. If you know you got something going from overseas, shut the airports down. If you're over there, you stuck over there.
Yeah. You know what? That's the way it is. Traveling gonna be just as fucked up this year as it was last year. Like,
I think maybe by like summerish, you think it'll somewhat normal. Or you think it's still gonna be that same fighting motherfuckers to actually take the.
It depends on how many people actually take the vaccine. And now I'm just saying people, because the first people it's been offered to, a lot of these fools have rejected. It's not their fault that a lot of this stuff is being put to waste. Yeah, you got some knuckleheads out there expiring and shit like that one pharmacist and doing whatever, but it's a lot of people rejecting. And newsflash, they aren't just black folk or Spanish folk.
We
There are a
talked
lot of
about
white
that, though.
folks. There are a lot of white folks there saying no
What's good, Butterfly?
that are white. I mean, that are obviously white, but that are cops, teachers, social workers, healthcare workers. A lot of healthcare workers have not taken it. They refused.
Wow, healthcare. Okay. I thought they should have been the first ones lining up.
Hence the mandatory thing. Now, my homie Biden still sitting on the back end. You know, he don't come into the 20th, 21st, matter of fact. You get what I'm saying? So he can't put that federal law mandate in action to push everybody. But you
Until he
see
gets
states
in,
like that
Right.
already put in that. Well, you know, we over here in the free state. We's not going to take that, you know, and I don't know why numbers is quadrupling. We don't know why you people is dying. But look, man, just do your due diligence, pay attention. What really is going to push it is like the agencies that don't need it. So that have no oversight or less oversight. Airplanes. When you want to travel, because ain't nobody walking to Jamaica.
What's good, Buck? Thanks for tuning in.
What
man.
up? What up?
Yo, man, you gotta start rocking on Fridays again, man.
Yeah, we
Sundays I
need
gotta
that.
get up too early.
We need that seriously. I'll be.
Need that, baby.
Yeah. It's wild, man. Just pay attention, folks, man. The shit real. The shit coming. Pay attention. We ain't gonna like it. It ain't gonna be enough
Well,
for
I mean,
everybody.
as we said, like right now they have that in between, and Biden won't actually be take his oath until the 25th, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
So a lot of you guys, whatever you're gonna do it now before Biden get in there, because that hammer's coming down. Yeah, y'all, make sure y'all check out Bucky _ 425. One of the greatest DJs to ever do it, y'all. You hear me? If you're at the house, if you're getting ready, or you want to jam out in the crib or whatever it is, my man goes live.
Yes, sir.
On Fridays at 9 p.m. I'm talking about I need to see you. I need to rock out, homie. But make sure y'all show this man some love, man. I'm talking about anything from rock to freestyle, hip-hop, whatever it is, that man plays it. He is a true DJ, y'all. Make sure you show that man some love.
Yes, sir. I just sat here and looked at Butterfly's comment. I just saw what you did. You did that thing. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope movie to step to. Oh, man.
She in rare form. Yeah, I'm scared to see what she gonna have coming tomorrow, especially with all this fucking nonsense and crazy shit.
All her
we got
peoples
going
was out there. What you talking about?
All right.
I don't know why she couldn't make it. I'm just saying. I would have gave you bus fare or something. I would have been like, yo,
Oh,
nigga,
shit's crazy, man.
get up in there.
I let everyone know again for all of our shows that will be broadcasted on True Vibe TV. We broadcast live on 3 platforms. What up, Nick? Thanks for tuning in. We 3 platforms. We do Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube live at the same time simultaneously. The only issue with Instagram is we only have an hour, and sometimes a lot of our shows go over an hour. So if you're into it, just run over to Facebook. My name is Darrell Smalls on Facebook, or you can hit us up on YouTube. It's True Vibe TV. Just hit us up and you can finish the show and continue to have fun with us or whatever. But between every shows, this is what we usually do here. We talk about things that are going on and situations, because Jeff is the plug, so we try to get as much information as we can out of him with the whole COVID and the vaccines and Biden. I agree with you. Biden is going to make you take that shit, people. You think you be able to get out of that? You ain't going to be able to leave your state. What's the situations? Oh gosh, what was the guy name? What was that guy in Georgia who wanted to? He didn't want to celebrate a Martin Luther King Day. It was the former Ku Klux Klan member.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, David or King Butterfly.
David Duke?
Was it Duke? Might have been him or whatever. But I remember because Clinton was in office. I remember Clinton said, he's like, no problem. Just don't look for any government funding. He was like, you know what? We'll celebrate that nigga birthday.
Somebody get some candles ASAP, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, nigga. Happy birthday, nigga.
Get some candles, nigga. That's it.
So for all you states like South Carolina who's saying, thanks, Nick, man.
Thank you, man.
You gotta cook. We gotta have you up here, man. This guy right here is one of the greatest cooks in the world, and Jeff, you know I love to cook, and you know I could cook.
Yeah.
This man could cook me under the table. That's the only man I give credit for. Like, yes, you gotta cook something, bring it out, man. But you know, if you think you guys are going to try to do what South Carolina is doing, which is trying to prevent everybody, the government from forcing people to take the vaccine.
Yeah.
You saw what Clinton did. Oh, you really? He put that your government funding over your head. You're gonna take that vaccine quick
Everybody
as hell.
talk that shit till them dollars stop coming in.
You're not gonna be able to go. And we're in the tri-state, so you're not even gonna be able to go across the bridge. You're not going to be able to go to work. You're not going to be able to go through tolls. They're gonna be carding you at the tolls.
Cuomo already put that shit up, so that's what we all fail to see. He already put that shit out. When we checking cars out of state.
Ain't lying.
It was the small steps that led to that shit. But I don't know, man.
It's coming, so be prepared. All right, so those of you who are checking this show out for the very first time, this is the casting room. Me and Jeff, we're big movie buff, TV show buffs, and we just want to break them down our way, give it a little, something you might want to watch. Things if you're looking for something to watch. This is why we're here. So thanks for tuning in, and we're going to get this party started. So because Butterfly is in here, we're going to start off with Cobra Kai 3.
I ain't even check it out yet, Butterfly.
Season 3.
I ain't even check it out.
I'm trying to give her, because, we got that little 10-second delay. Her finger's going to be going crazy.
I know.
She was in love with this. So those of you who don't know, this is the third season of Cobra Kai. It originally started, the first two seasons aired on YouTube Premium.
Yes.
All right, so no one watches YouTube Premium or wants to pay any additional funds for it. So what happened is the first two seasons aired there with the great response they were getting, the great ratings they were getting, but they weren't actually getting the views. So they found a way to get from underneath YouTube, and then they brought their episodes to Netflix, which is the juggernaut when you're talking about streaming, because they have what was it last time we did? It was like about 200 million followers.
Yes.
Subscribers.
Yeah, about 217 or something like that.
Yeah. So depending on what kind of subscription you want, you have somewhere, if you want to do the 4K one, you just want to do the regular HD one. I think they start off with about 7. They go as high as like 19, 20.
Yep.
Depending, anybody buying a 4K TV, go shoot yourself. There's like 3 4K channels, people. Like, give it another couple of years, then you'll be good. But right now, with the 2 channels that they have, that's 4K. It defeats the purpose for paying an extra $600-700 for it. And for those of you who are looking for a nice little extra TV, go hit Walmart out. They know y'all got that stimulus checks. They got 70-inch TVs under $600.
They were ready for that.
They ready. They were ready for y'all. And I saw people toting them shits out like water.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know how. I mean, how bad do you fuck up a TV that you need a new one that quick? But that's just me. I don't know.
You do have some people who didn't have it or were rocking. Like, there's a dude on my job. He rocked his plasma TV till the shit stopped. I was like, all right, nigga, you need a new TV.
I can see the
He
plasma.
still had the shit to go on the wall with the big fucking back platform in the back and shit hanging on the wall.
Okay.
So those situations, yeah, we understand. But for those of you just buying just to buy, go sit your asses down.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody doing it like that no more. Yeah, that I don't know, man. I don't know.
So them moving to Netflix was a great move. You had it right, Butterfly. It was phenomenal again because this is the #1 streaming platform that's out right now. What you got?
After I was reading that. Great move. After you give your synopsis on this, I will question the move to Netflix, but we can talk about that first.
Sounds good
Go
to
ahead.
me. All right, so the first 2 seasons, again, what Netflix does, because they were able to get it, they released the first 2 seasons right away. And the great thing about them doing this the way they did it, because they knew within a couple of months after they release season 1, season 2, that they will be releasing season 3.
Right.
Great move. Marketing 101. All right. So For those of you who aren't into the Karate Kid, in order to really feel the true bad blood between Johnny's character and oh gosh, forgot the dude. So in order for you to realize the true hate between these two, you would have to watch the movies, well, especially season 1.
Okay.
All right, and this season 3 is when he went back to Okinawa. So you would have to watch episode 2 to watch the bad blood and hate between him and the other character.
Right.
So, I didn't. Let's try to say, in my opinion, and Butterfly, no, I'm happy you're not here because you probably would throw something at me. I didn't think this season was as good as season 1 and season 2. Now, I do want to say it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But to me, it wasn't as good as season 1 and season 2. And to me, the reason was they crammed so much into it.
So you think they went too fast? They put too much into it?
Right, and I don't know if they could have stretched it.
Okay.
And it still would have been phenomenal. But the fact that you trying to squeeze the Johnny and oh God, I gotta get this dude's name because it's killing me. The two main characters, their beef. Then you want to bring in the Okinawa beef, and then you still have to concentrate on the beef with the kids. So Daniel, there you go, Daniel and Johnny's beef. You had so much going on, and it was just way too much.
So you think they should have focused on one thing?
Yeah, they should have focused.
They could have just Daniel and Johnny. And
well, I mean, I think
Okinawa?
if they would have saved that whole Okinawa towards the end.
Okay.
If we give you an opportunity, we tell you what we're going to discuss, and if you don't, we spoiling the shit for you. Like, Netflix is a binge shit. We give you one week to catch up, and then we go in.
Negro spoiling movies.
Yeah, we go in. So obviously, season 3 starts with one of the main characters, Miguel, who was kicked over the banister by Robbie, who is Johnny's son, who was being trained by Daniel. Wakes up from the bed, and what she got there? I know she going.
She said it was more stylistic, and it could have been because it was focused on Daniel in a way. However, it set up for season 4.
It did, but the way that we'll get to that in a second. But the way they set it up was obviously I'm going to watch because it is a great series, well written. And for those of you again who've watched the movies or will go back and watch the movies, it's really hard to find all the characters to come back, and all the characters from 1 and 2 were back, and they bring the characters back.
My man, it's Karate Kid. This is shit. It was not.
It was
this
not
shit
like
was
they had
not.
anything else popping. Yeah.
It was not. Oh my God, I can't think of the movie like Heat or something else where you had like the big stars. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's like getting robbed in there. Like look, making your free schedule to do this shit. Do taxi cab the second. You're like, no, nigga, no. You're like, no, like I can't. I'm past it.
What's good, Vaughn? Thanks for tuning in.
It was good to able to learn more about Mr. Miyagi. No, I get it. I understand if they're going back on that tip. It's cool to see how the Miyagi background, the Japanese. Was it Japanese or Chinese?
He was I think Okinawa,
right?
So I think it was Tokyo. I think it was
Japan, right?
Yeah,
Yes, the background and all that stuff. I think that's cool too. Just to jump ahead into my grasp, I think there's a reason they overpacked the season, and it's cool. Like you feel it.
Well, give it to us.
All right. So when shows hit Netflix, you got to remember Netflix has 217 million paid subscribers.
Right.
They don't care who watches it.
Yeah,
If I'm the dude who only watches anime on Netflix, I still paid my $10 or whatever. Let's just say I got a $10 plan. I still pay my $10.
Right.
Just like you just want to watch Cobra Kai, you pay just $7 or your $10.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not that you need to see what's moving on there because they always introduce and put stuff on. Netflix has dropped good shows. we all forget that Netflix has dropped good shows.
Oh, absolutely. They've
Good
been on a roll.
shit
Been on
that
a
people
roll.
watch. Shit that you're like, yo, I can't wait for season 8. Psych. Not this motherfucking year. See you later. Am I wrong?
No, I feel you. I feel
Am
you.
I wrong? So I just want y'all to remember it comes down to we got a chance to do a season 3.
Right.
It's great that I don't want to discredit any actor. None of these actors were doing other big
Yeah,
movies.
it's not like they were.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, I could only do it in the spring, nigga.
yo,
Like,
it's like, yo, you want a paycheck to play the parent of the motherfucker that beat your ass? I'm like, okay. It makes sense, and now you get a chance to bring it to the kids.
right.
Hopefully Netflix continues it. I think they'll give it a season 4.
Oh,
A
definitely.
season 5.
I think
That's where you get scared.
I think it depends on what happens with season 4, with season 5. And you're right, Wavy. I said it gave us. You learned a little more about Miyagi.
Yeah.
I want to really talk about that whole Miyagi stuff in a second. But you kind of see where they're going with the moves because they always gave you Cobra Kai never
Well,
dies.
let me jump in with butterflies. She said it was a setup for season 4. No, it wasn't. I guess it's something. I don't know. No, because Okinawa had to happen. Robbie versus Miguel. They all got Ali. They got Ali's son back, and it was Japan. Thank you. It was Japan.
Right.
So Okinawa, I was kind of figuring here.
Right.
I get it, and that's why I said I kind of get scared when shows get there, but I don't want you to keep going.
No, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of get scared when shows go to Netflix because I know, will they get a proper ending? Will they just
they quick
will they
on
get there
leaving
and
shit
die?
hanging and dry and not allowing it to truly end. Like, what's the one we always say, since 8?
Yeah, that was your joint. That
That's-
was your
oh my
thing. Yo,
gosh.
they fucking face stomped that shit. Oh, you was looking for another one? No, they face stomped that.
You
dude.
talk the greatest sex scene ever. Like,
I'm
that
just telling
movie
you.
was crazy. You had one person with 8 I don't see how you don't put more money behind
Butterfly
that.
said, not sure on season 5. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make season 5.
I mean, how long can you stretch it? I mean,
she's-
I love how they did it.
Mike
It's
Barnes.
still good.
Okay.
The way they went, how they did it, and all the build up, and with the Robbie, Miguel, you got Johnny, you got Daniel, and then you got the 2 young ladies. You got Samantha, and then you got Tori. Shout out to Tori. That's a motherfucking angry motherfucking chick right there. Shout out to Tori, man. I mean, Tori is the scariest motherfucker on that show.
I feel you.
She does not fucking play, boy. She's kicking ass all up and down. And I can honestly say she fits her character better.
Okay.
Siobhan says the acting is trash, though. What do you think about Tori, Vaughn? Let me know what you think about Tori. I think she was the best character in the entire series, the way she's able to play her role. But yes, it's not the greatest acting in the world. She said, I only watch for all the flashbacks and the backstory.
That's cool they did that. I like that they brought that because the new kids didn't watch the movies. They're not going back there to pull out a
so it's like you're
VHS
trying to
of the
create a
Cobra
new story.
of the Karate Kid. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Butterfly said the season 4 will have Mike Barnes.
All right, Buck, thanks for tuning in. And again, for you individuals who are looking for some good music, go to Instagram, look up Bucky_425, one of the greatest DJs to ever do it. He rocks out. He plays all music, every music. Check him out on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in, Buck. But no, I like I say, it wasn't the best, but it was good because they crammed so much in. But I loved how they set up, like you talked about, Jeff, they set up something for the new generation.
Yeah, they had to.
And then they had, for those of us guys who are, a little more grayer, we had a lot of situations that we can relate to the older characters, but they're creating this bond and this dislike for the new characters.
But that's to pull us in through it.
Right.
Hopefully we like the kids and we keep going with the kids. But when you get situations like the acting was maybe subpar,
Right.
that's YouTube. It was great enough for YouTube.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With the first, it was great enough for YouTube. It made sense. You know what I'm saying? They actually put money behind
She
it.
said, what
They
about
brought people
Kyrie's
there.
backstory?
Crease's backstory?
I love the fact that they showed the fact of how he turned into what he was. And it's more the fact of, one of his great friends from the war, he lost by hesitating, by showing mercy.
Okay.
And that really allowed them to really, I guess, you to see how can this dude, after all the shit he been through, still be that kind of a fucking asshole. And they showed you.
Okay. That makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah, they did cram a lot. But again, what I liked about it,
Go ahead.
like I say, it was good. And I'm not trying to tell you it's not good, but it wasn't good as 1 and 2. Again, because they're trying to start that new. Like, it looked like they're trying to start the season 5.
Okay.
But the way they did it, because I was wondering, okay, are they going to try to get Johnny and Daniel to team up? And I loved how they didn't do it. That, to me, was beautiful. Johnny started his own individual, what was it, Hawk Fangs? It was funny as shit in the world. You got to love his ignorance. It's funny as shit. So you got Cobra Kai, you got the Miyagi, and you got the Hawk Fangs. So the fact that there are 3 different groups going instead of anybody trying to join. I love that.
Okay. Butterfly, they broke into the house. That's what she prayed. Yo, they broke into the house. Ring a bell?
She's talking about when they went to train, because the daughter was so traumatized about what she went through with Tori's character, with the she had the little brass knuckle spikes.
Okay.
And she scratched her up, and you could tell she was dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. But she wanted to really fight back, and she wanted to do it. Destroyed the house.
I just saw that. Yeah, they destroyed the house. Like, they ain't break it, they destroyed it.
But again, I loved how they have you have the 3 houses. Yeah. And now we will look at, she's a punk? Come on. And now we're looking at it from a standpoint now, okay, now we're looking at something new. All right. And even though the guys are trying to get the Miyagi to go with the Hawk Fangs and join to go against Cobra Kai.
Right. Enemy of my enemy.
Right. Enemy of my enemy. That's exactly what they were talking about. Yep. I don't think Johnny and Daniel can get along for that to actually happen.
Gotcha.
So that's how pretty much where the episode season 3 ended. Running from Tori. Yeah, she got some issues. And I liked how they gave her a little backstory. Teenager in the house trying to take care of her brother, trying to take care of her mother who's sick.
Okay.
And, she's dealing with the landlord trying to approach her, to pay her rent with sexual favors.
Oh, wow.
She has to work 2 jobs. And you got this young lady who's really trying to do stuff, but she's dealt with all this negativity. And that can make a person angry.
Wow.
And that can make a person really want to, just fight and hurt anything in her sights.
Okay.
And she's always, and throughout the whole show, you're seeing this anger.
So you had a lot of character depth.
A lot of character depth in this. And like I said, I understand the cram and all that, but now that you have this time to get season 4 together, I really want to see the action.
No, fair enough.
You got Hawk, who's conflicted between Cobra Kai, and joining the Hawk Fangs. That's crazy. They got to change their name. They got to do something about that. Yeah. But it just a lot of conflict going in the kid's head, what to do, how to do it. I like this one. I like that one. But overall, good show.
Everyone said good writing, bad acting.
Agreed.
Look, I get it, but that was YouTube standard, so they kept everything the same.
They did. That's right. They didn't. I guess you would say sometimes with a lot of people take over, like when they took over for Lucifer. And it was supposed to be this season and that's it, and now all of a sudden there's like 2 more seasons coming.
See, and that's the kicker here. That really, I don't know what Netflix is not a. Well, I do, but Netflix is not a guaranteed. You blockbuster out, you guaranteed continue seasons.
Right.
I think it's cost per dollar. So, no, not cost per dollar, but cost per show.
Right.
I don't know how much it costs to make. What's that? Angel, not Angel. The one you just said, Lucifer.
Lucifer. Right.
I don't know how much. It can't be as cheap. I think the budget went up.
Oh, it did go up, but the fact
I
that
saw,
it was
like-
supposed to end. It was supposed to end with the one when they actually took over and they added 4 extra. It just showed that people love that show so much, and because Netflix can do a little more than regular TV can.
Well, that's like the escape on Amazon.
I agree with you, Wave.
You know what I mean? So, but when I see things like that, like it doesn't mean that they're going to get that same blessing to Cobra Kai.
True.
You
True.
understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said when I see things like this come over here, it always like, what we doing? And they pulled it from YouTube. They probably got it for pennies.
Yeah, I think they ran from over there.
I'm just estimating pennies because I know YouTube was trying to make money, probably selling it off because YouTube Red wasn't moving.
Nah, and they had another show that was they had another show which
Yes,
was
I took my glasses off. Hold on. I took my glasses off. I had to get serious with you. I didn't want to do it to you.
It was something like about the movie Jumper with this young lady who can vanish, and they just don't know what to do with it. Daniel's wife is great. She's gorgeous. I'm looking at her. I was like, yo, like she's actually tall for a young lady too. She's 5'9". I like her character, spunky.
Okay.
Definitely spunky.
Okay. She said that we will see action next season. Johnny with Cobra Kai back. The acting is consistent with the movies. No.
Stop it.
From the first season I watched.
She young.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
She young.
I said, don't discredit Mr. Miyagi like that ever. Okay. Whatever his real name was. Nah, bro. Nah, it's not that.
Can't agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I hate to sell it as it's just YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What they were asking, all the YouTube Red shows were either the people partners already on YouTube, and they just gave them better equipment. They gave them, a little more budget to do something.
Right.
Try to act. Some of the shit was good. Some of the shit was actually scripted, but nothing was like really great. Like you want to see on a movie or something like that, where you can see is bad acting. And they probably did get good writers. That's why I said the show itself was good. The background, the premise, everything was great. And the fact that they could probably get these people for a decent amount of money.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying?
It's got to be really like affordable for them right now.
If y'all still want to act, if y'all still want to grow into something, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try this over here.
I just saw you at the bus stop, nigga. You come get this check and shut the fuck up.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
But you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, if they had any pop-out star, I think Mr. Miyagi was the big star then. If he was in this shit, like still alive, I don't know if they could afford it.
Nah, they couldn't.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know if they could afford it.
He was one of those really known actors.
That's my point.
Actually, it would have been like, maybe it would have caused some kind of rumbling because he would have been the highest paid.
Yeah.
Everybody else is getting
and
paid
probably been on
pennies.
screen 3 minutes. Yeah, wax on with the shit automatically. Fuck out of here.
Daniel, son. And then that's it. He's gone. Because they didn't even show any images of him. They talked about him a lot.
Could they? But I don't know.
I don't know if they
license. I don't know if they.
That's probably.
You got to
why.
remember how when they sell this images and all that stuff, you got to pay per.
Right. That's what we talked about when we
scene.
talked about the whole Venom movie. The fact of where he wasn't allowed to spin his web.
Hell no.
Because it's owned by.
That nigga was running everywhere.
Yeah, he was running everywhere because it's owned by Sony.
Yeah.
And Sony has Spider-Man, so he couldn't fling. So, you guys, 3 good episodes. Check it out. I think season 4 will be very good. You have these 3 factions battling.
Yeah.
And the way they did it, it's not like they have to kind of like start over. They're starting right away, right from the point to where they're all 3 are getting ready to get ready for the Kumite, not Kumite, because I was watching Boondocks. Shit was funny as hell. They get ready for the tournament to go against each other. So that's how they usually start right after what happens the other one. So it's like not like you'll be really dealing with any time restraints or time pass or anything like that.
Okay.
So I will definitely give this kudos. You will enjoy it, watch it. Again, you're not going to see the greatest of acting, but it's not horrible. Tell you that. So you will enjoy it. They have some great fighting scenes, some great action. So you'll like it.
Cool.
Any last comments before we move on to the next one? What we got here?
Wax on, nigga. Let's keep going.
All right, y'all. Here you go, Butterfly. Woo, boy. Power Book 2.
Oh, I damn sure didn't watch that piece.
You know you watched it, Jeff. That was the first shit you watched.
Just
Okay.
like my daddy. Just like my daddy. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get the fuck out.
All right, y'all.
Bro.
I will say this. If you can take the last 3 episodes of this TV series out, it was garbage and trash.
Okay.
But when you add the 3 last episodes, it makes sense now.
Well, don't they write that like half the season?
Exactly.
I always thought, because I know they did that for Power one time. They wrote like half the season, and then they came back and like was just shooting a couple episodes ahead. You know what I mean? Then
Right,
that
right.
hit. So
Well, I mean, we're talking about where it was like 10 episodes. We're talking about 7 episodes of straight trash, with actors and characters that had nothing to offer the show itself. And I think seeing how they did it by bringing 2-Bit back,
okay.
and then that was the start of, oh wow, that was their. To me, that 2-Bit one was the best episode.
Well, fair enough. Wait, I'm just looking over there.
Go ahead.
Hello, I still haven't seen the original Power. Am I the only one? Nah, there's a few people who haven't seen Power.
Got us.
The original is better.
Way better.
Original is better.
Yeah.
Tariq is garbage.
They picked the worst actor to do this. They could have picked a way better actor to play his character. He keeps getting his ass whipped, and now he wants to shoot and kill people. But go ahead, Jeff.
Look, none of the actors there were enough to be a big draw.
No. Not even Mary. With that whack-ass sex scene.
The Method
within the
Man.
bed.
Method Man is a good actor,
He was the only one.
but to put him in that role or situation, if he wasn't gonna be some turnout crazy dude, like I'm the super kingpin. You know what I mean? Like if that nigga was like, I'm Ghost's second cousin, nigga. Let me teach you how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, well, nigga, I thought you was
how to
just
sling, nigga.
you use the people to your capability.
Right.
Mary was flat. Mary been flat.
Yeah.
The husband in jail. I was like,
I didn't see.
what we doing?
Here's the thing that bothered me about that whole thing. When you start off the original Power world, we're looking at Ghost and we're looking at Tommy, who's moving tons. You got this nigga in jail who buying drugs through this little South ass nigga and pills and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga got a phone. He running shit in jail. I'm like, nah, nigga. I'm not really feeling that. That shit is just no.
That's my point. I was like, they never established
We're
a
gonna
husband.
get to that, Vaughn.
They never established a husband as the big
Right.
killer.
What's good, Ron? Thanks for tuning in.
Butterfly said, "Oh, this trash show. The finale was trash." Damn. Bull. Tommy came back as a punk.
No. Stop it.
They're gonna say Tariq is Ghost. What the fuck? And then a white cop got laid.
Here's what people have to understand. Like, prior to us actually starting the casting room, we had this debate on Butterfly Blackout.
Yeah.
All right? And that debate was Ghost is still alive.
That was the whole premise of what we thought was the premise of this
Right.
whole
And
Power Book 2.
I feel he won't be back. Season 2 is if he does the end.
You bringing this nigga back season 2?
What I'm saying, it would have to be. It can't be nothing past 3. I understand you with the build up and everything, but you either have to bring him back 3 or towards the end of 2. and it has to be Tyreek's life on the line, and that would be the only reason he will come out of hiding. Now, if anybody knows the Power universe and how they did things, any and every time someone died, they always did that nice little eulogy for them. Every single character. They did the eulogy for. They did not do it for Ghost.
Ghost is dead. Let it go. Frozen.
And this is why I say this, Vaughn. You have to watch that last episode. You can literally see Ghost in the ambulance that drove by. Not only that, and we debated this until we all went back and looked at the final episode and saw that things. Now, the gun that Tyreek put in the vent is not the gun that Ghost got shot with when Tyreek had the gun in his hand. Go back and watch it.
This nigga doing power. What's the name? But look.
So, yeah.
The writing on this shit was trash. It was straight trash. But it lives up to writing on Power. How it fell off. Everybody coming back here. I don't know how the hell they gonna bring back Ghost. I can't prove it.
Has to be
theory.
like I said, Tyreek's life on the line.
Haven't hinted to him being here.
And that's the greatest thing about it.
You get what I'm saying?
They played with the Tommy until the last episode because no one knew if Tommy was going to come back, and then they actually brought him back in this last episode trying to kill I ain't messing with you for trying to kill Tyreek's mother. And shout out to them finally getting Tasha ass the fuck out of here.
What's the name said? Tommy's supposed to be afraid of Monet. Ghost is not dead. That ain't that butterfly. I don't know how you would bring him back because it would only be good for him to be introduced by Tommy, who they were already at odds.
Right, but
already thought he was dead.
The only reason Tyreek's not dead is because Ghost made him promise.
Right.
Because people remember, Tommy was about to light that nigga ass the fuck up. He didn't give a fuck if that was Ghost's son or not. Them niggas had the greatest love-hate in the world. Yeah. Like, they'll try to kill each other, but if anybody else do, it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is on.
I don't know how they're going to do the show, man.
Like I said, I don't know how they're going to bring him back, but we all know he's going to come back.
Side note, everybody, I am not watching that motherfucking other spinoff. The motherfucking high school years, nigga, or whatever the fuck it is.
The Rise of Kanan?
Yeah, nigga.
I think that was going to be the best one.
Oh, my nigga, please.
I think that's going to be the best one.
What's the other one? Did they do the other one yet?
The other one's going to be the Enforcer. That's going to be with Tommy.
That's Tommy's.
Tommy's the Enforcer or Forcey, how they do it.
And that's going to have...
that's going to be Tommy's spinoff.
And that's going to have... I was going to say Rick James. Look at oh my God, the black kid. The one who looked young. The black dude who was the senator. Oh, not senator. The councilman.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm talking about. That nigga, you know what I'm talking about.
O-Dog.
Oh, my nigga.
Help us out, Joe. We got so
you know
many
what I'm
names
talking
running
about.
through our heads. Oh, my God.
Is he going to be in that one?
I'm not sure. I think that's the one he's going to. No, he can't because this is in New York. And I don't know how they're going to run that one.
Oh, yeah.
Tate.
Yeah. Is he? I was like, is he gonna be?
I mean, he would be a great off. His acting abilities is fucking phenomenal, and that's why I was saying the fact that they have Omar Epps they have a lot of good actors in the Raising Kanan. I'm sorry, the Rise of Kanan.
They can't make that shit better than the future episodes.
I don't know if it'll be. I just would love to see how Kanan became the craze that he is. I'm not saying it's going to be phenomenal. I'd like to check it out and see if it does. But this episode 10, obviously Tommy comes back. Tasha works. Shout out to, that nigga told that judge, do you want to get transferred to Utica? I love that nigga. They need to keep him in this. He just was phenomenal. But they find a way to get Tasha out of jail, to put her in witness protection. And by them doing that, they get her the fuck out because she has absolutely nothing to do on there with phone calls, with no power. You're threatening motherfuckers. and you're relying on motherfuckers. So they get her out the way. Phenomenal. Thank you for that. And then they introduce that by her going public and letting the world know what's going on, and the fact that she named Tommy. And you know how Tommy is. He don't play with them snitching shits.
Right.
Tommy show up and run down on her at Monet shit and shot that shit the fuck up.
Right.
So they try to rush a whole lot of things in here just to get ready and to prequel and all this other stuff. But again, the last 3 episodes I think is very well. So don't even watch 1 through 7. I'm dead serious. You're not missing shit. You're not missing shit. Don't watch it.
If the show take a big ass different direction after from 7 on, nigga, we got a problem here.
Said the writing is enough to make it interesting. I think because they were trying to
You're
offer,
absolutely right, April.
they were trying to do something similar to Cobra Kai did. They're trying to introduce new characters, but in this one, it didn't happen until they brought the old characters back.
You can't do that.
That Tupac episode, shit, I was standing up at the seat of the chair. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is actually good.
You can't do that, man. You can't do that shit. If the writing is off, you bring in a strong character at the motherfucking last minute.
Right.
And then, you know, this nigga, I'm your cousin Jeff. And I've been your guardian angel since you was 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, nigga, no. Who the fuck is this? Like, you can't. Like, the shit just don't do well. And I know that's their fucking style.
Yeah.
I know that's their writing.
Yeah.
And I can totally see Ghost coming up at the end of season 2.
I've
I've been watching out for you all along. I can totally see that shit. I can totally. I made amends with your Uncle Tommy, and I sent him to kill your mama because she was crazy.
Now, Tommy,
Nigga,
shout
no.
out to Tommy. I know what you're talking about, Butterfly.
No.
That nigga told Tyreek to his face, your mother is dead, nigga.
Yeah.
She got a short time to breathe, nigga. I'm going to keep coming for that bitch. She ain't got long to breathe.
Yo.
Tell you that right the fuck now. Now, he went along with that little shit that he came up with to get, you know, so them to believe he was dead to keep the heat off of him, which is understandable. But he gonna kill fucking Tasha. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, but that's how you gonna
That
write her
nigga
back.
Tommy holds a fucking grudge.
But that's how you gonna write her back into the story. And
that's
she
the
gonna-
only way. You'll see her one episode and she'll die the next.
And that's gonna be the craziest part. She's gonna be like, "Look, I need some weight. Let me start pushing instead of whatever, so I can get money to get away from Tommy." Like, what? No, nigga, no. That don't make no sense.
At all.
Don't make no sense.
At all. Tommy gonna put some hot ones in it. The best line in the whole fucking episode, Tommy said, "I want all the smoke." And that's why I said him, his arrogance, his toughness, and the fact that he talking shit, you know the white boy can back his shit the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, and to point out, we're going to move on to the next one. With the whole, is he afraid of Monet? Of course he's not afraid of Monet, but he ain't stupid and she got a gun to his fucking head.
Yeah.
And you can't kill Tommy off because you know it's going to be a spinoff, so you know nothing was going to happen to him. You just thought Tasha was going to bite it at that fucking, at the gravesite, and he didn't get it there, but you already know he going to get it because that's just how that nigga roll. So, again, if you are a Power fan, and for this Power Book 2, skip the first 7. Makes no sense. They don't explain shit. They're going to try to explain it next. You have no idea who the fuck Monet Tejada is. How the fuck did they come in power? And how the fuck, how they going to try to kind of, I guess, introduce that that's Ghost's son. But only certain niggas knew his name. The niggas that knew his name were scared of him.
Right.
So we'll see how they'll do that. But again, if you want it to be a good season, watch 7, 8, 9, or 9, 10, and 8, whatever it is, and you'll think it's a good one.
He said skip all the
Skip
development.
the first
Skip
couple
all the
ones.
development. Just go to the end.
When Too Big come back, that's the only time you want to watch it. And that's the only time it gets interesting. That's what we're going to talk about this shit.
Oh, okay.
So what we want to talk about now is now that, you know, we're talking about the vaccine and, you know, the movie theaters are starting to open up now and they're starting to let a lot of movies out. So we want to tell you some upcoming movies that we think you might want to watch. You might want to run to the movie theater or do like that whole, what are we doing? HBO Max shit. What she could say smart.
Oh, no. She said, oh, please. No longer a fan.
All right. Movies that we think you need to watch out for, and it doesn't have to be the movies. They're pirate shits. We're not telling you to do that.
Wink, wink. Upload.
But but at the end of the day, if you are, hey, sometimes you might want to get out with the family. You might want to get out with your significant other. You might just want to get out the house. So there's some movies that we think you should go out and you will actually enjoy it.
Okay.
We don't want you to just go out and just see any kind of movie because you want to get out the house. So I'm going to start with Nobody.
That looks good.
Holy shit. All right. So what intrigues me about this movie, once you start to really go in about it, is the fact that it's made from the same writers and producers from John Wick.
Okay.
So for any of you John Wick fans, you guys that love John Wick,
Excuse me.
you should like this film.
You can, even if you didn't pay attention to the credits, you can see from the action and the fighting style, it looked good and real.
Right.
Once they started fighting and he was getting picked on and all that.
Yeah.
And he woke up and was like, "Look, I used to do this shit for real." Crack, crack, crack.
Yeah.
It looked interesting. It was like, oh, the story was good. You know what it reminded me of? Remember back in the day?
Which one?
Nah, man. Well, I'm thinking. See, now I got Lorenz Tate, man. Michael Douglas, the son, not the father. When he did that movie, where he had the machine, he had the machine gun in the car. And he was just going up to places.
You sure that was him?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
His
about
son.
That. I know the son, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
He
which
had the
movie
crew
that is.
cut and he had the briefcase. This sort of reminded me of that, just from the trailer in the beginning. It
Right.
was like, oh, they were picking on him, they were fucking with him, and all of a sudden he just exploded.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
I gotta look that up. Definitely gotta look.
It's
that
an old movie. It's like early '90s. You know, you probably see it.
classic. Some of those.
Yeah.
All right, so Nobody is based on this gentleman here. All right, so this is a guy. How the whole give me 1 second. How the whole movie starts, where his house gets broken into, and he doesn't defend himself and his family, and the entire time he's looked upon as being a punk,
Weak.
a weak, a guy who is a pushover, pretty much.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie. Yeah, definitely.
So
So,
the crew cut glasses. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
so
Crew
you
cut
know,
glasses.
let us know what the name of that movie
I
was.
don't remember that shit, but remember he was going to work or something and flipped out? Yes.
Oh,
You know what I'm
now
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about. And he had the
Holy
Uzi joint,
shit,
and it was fucking with him, and he was just, yeah.
Was it Break or?
I don't know. It was
gosh.
something like that,
He
but you
went
know what
ham
I'm talking
because
about.
I remember he had that scene at the diner where the burger didn't look like it looked in there.
Yeah.
And he wanted to pay for it. Oh, gosh. I'm going to get it before we get over here. All right, so the whole basis of it says the bystander who intervenes to help a woman who's being harassed by... All right, that's crazy. So this is a guy, again, whose house gets broken into. He doesn't defend himself. He doesn't defend his family. And he has his family, his next-door neighbor, even the police all getting on him, his co-workers, about you're a punk, you're a pussy. Why didn't you defend yourself? And it comes to a scene in the bus to where he came to the defense of a woman on the bus, to that you see that this man is a skilled fighter.
Right.
So this is a man that did some wet work back in the days. All right, those who don't know what it is, this nigga's a skilled hitman.
Exactly.
All right, who left the life to start a family and didn't want any parts of that, a la, was the Vengeance with Molly Goley, Act of Vengeance or whatever, where he went to the country to raise some kids, Act of Vengeance. Yeah, when he was one of the, he was a killer and stuff. So this is a guy who changed his life, wanted to do something different, and then he snaps. And the guys that he was doing wet work for, he still has some outstanding credits, realizes that he's still alive, and then they send a hit team
to come get his ass.
Yeah. And we said it came out in 1980. Falling Down. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he went ape shit. Yeah, that nigga was really fucked up in the head, for real, though.
Yeah, man.
That nigga was really fucked up in the head. But They come to his house to get him. He has this little secret compartment in the house, whatever. Tells his wife, listen, whatever you do, whatever you hear, don't call the cops. And when they get in the house, all you see is John Wick take over.
Yeah, right. He is knocking niggas out.
He is not
is
fucking
moving.
playing. Yo, that scene on the stairs when he had that nigga locked in the headlock from leaning on the stairs up in the air with the gun. Man, listen.
But that's what I like about it. It's realistic moves.
Yes, it's
like-
not that fake ass. This realistic moves.
Yeah.
Like
this
if you
shit
ever have
looks
time,
good.
people. Sorry for those guys who are in Instagram. It's only an hour. We'll see y'all next time. Or if you want, go over to Facebook, Darrell Smalls, or go to YouTube, True Vibe TV. You better see the rest of the show. But watch the training that Keanu Reeves did for this movie.
Yeah.
He took this shit fucking serious. And he always does that with a lot of his other roles.
Yeah.
You know, so this is definitely something you want to look forward to. Now, this is coming out February 26th.
Now, I don't know how the movie theaters is going to be.
I don't know either.
And you know what? We all, well, I can't say we all the other, the actors and the unions bashed HBO. But I'm like, nigga, ain't nobody going to watch your shit.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, not as many people as you want or expect. You know what I'm saying? It's
but
like,
if you can do see, here's the problem with that HBO Max fucked up. If they would have did it with an actual good fucking movie, instead of that fucking garbage, ass wiping on diarrhea movie, Wonder Woman 1984, it would have worked.
but they knew the movie was ass, my nigga. That's why I swear to God, I think that's why they gave it to us. They knew that
Right.
shit was ass.
So if you're going to do
Because when you think about it,
Right.
I want y'all to pay attention. All the good shit is at the end of the year with
You
the
ain't
big
lying.
asterisk.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
With the big asterisk, movie subject to change. So,
So
the moment shit open back up, are we regular? Oh, everybody back in movie theaters
so
or
it's
whatever.
similar.
It is.
It's similar to where Disney Plus did, where they're putting
Give you
out
this bullshit ass
they gave us that
Mulan.
bullshit ass Mulan.
Yep. This shit gonna be fire. I got a dragon and everything, nigga.
Garbage.
Go
Nigga,
ahead.
they had a flying kite in the fucking air.
Exactly.
I mean, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So they gave us a fucking Mulan. It's pretty much what they did.
Yeah.
But this movie here, people, I think you would really enjoy this.
Yeah, this one looks good. I'm just gonna say, due to the movies not opening or certain areas or whatever it is, because this is February. That's just February, right?
Right. I mean, we're in the
Bro.
first couple of weeks, so.
That you get what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm like,
especially, well, here's the thing. Biden will be in
Bro.
office in a couple of weeks. All y'all niggas is going to be hog-tied. The National Guard is going house to house to make sure y'all niggas take this motherfucking
Exactly.
vaccine.
exactly.
So everybody's going to be vaccinated and get everybody ready for the whole movie thing.
Here's my predictions. I think they might push this bitch.
You think they're going to push this?
What's this?
I
February
wish
what?
they-
28th? That's
You
the last day.
What happened?
February. What's it? February 28th. The last.
26.
February 20. Oh, yeah, almost the last day.
Right.
They're going. I think they might push it.
They better not push this shit.
I think they're gonna push it, bro. I think they're gonna push it. Mark my words, because this is not on HBO Max with the TV. I mean, you can get it on their thing. So I don't know. I think they might push it, because Disney ain't starting shit to April, right? March.
Well,
April?
they have to have Black Widow come out before they start the other Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
And all that other stuff. So and Wanda or whatever. But if it's any, The Mandalorian was phenomenal. I'm sorry,
It was
really
good.
fucking good.
That was good.
So if they can stay on those lines of putting those heats out on their own platform, then forget the movies, because The Mandalorian saved the Star Wars.
But think about it. Disney the only one who talking about possibly charging extra.
Right. Well, I mean,
So-
I think HBO Max is going to, like you said.
Oh,
once,
yeah, maybe-
once they start shelling out that heat, they're gonna win a couple extra dollars.
Yeah. But they got a whole 2 quarters to worry about that. They got a whole 6 months before we still are sick. What we gonna do? You know, you got to remember, what's the name talking about, yo, we starting in April. Nigga, we can't get out of January without niggas storming the Capitol. Well, I don't know what we doing. I don't know what's we going to do about a AMC opening up or anything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I love how these other things have the options for us, because the only thing I can see for these other movie houses, because I don't know how much it costs to make this. I don't know if they want to make this shit a loss. But they all watch Tenet struggle and get beat.
And that
by,
shit was phenomenal, man.
And get beat by, and only by a default, Bad Boys 3. Which should have not beat that. And I hate this shit on, I was going to say Mike Epps. I hate to say it on Will Smith and oh my God. What? That's Mike Lowry.
Will Smith, oh yeah.
I was gonna call this
All you got to say is entanglement.
Yeah. And Martin Lawrence. I hate to, I'm not trying to crap on them, but Tenet should have did numbers around them. They left Tenet out in the theaters worldwide, folks.
Man, that shit was phenomenal.
That shit didn't do a quarter.
All right, so nobody cost $33 million to make. Sorry, 47 U.S. $47 million it cost. And that's not a phenomenally big budget when you're talking about how much Mulan cost and gave us that hot-ass garbage, especially Wonder Woman. So with it only having a small budget of 47, I don't see them pushing it back. I pray
they might put it out. You know what? Because you're talking about 47. There's
only
a chance
47 mil.
It's a chance they could leave that shit out there, and it might get 47.
They get way more than that.
But you're absolutely right, especially if nothing else it comes out in February.
No, I don't see anything
Ain't nothing else moving out in February in the theaters?
Nah.
Yeah, I can see it. But I'm just saying, when it comes to a good movie, a good film, to see some shit like this, and we should have easily got 150 on the first day.
This shit should triple.
You get what I'm saying?
This
movie
should triple.
But the accusations and all that shit there may not make it triple.
Hey, we'll see what happens. But keep eyes out. If it does get pushed back, y'all, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Next couple ones we're going to run through real quick. Morbius. All right, so.
Now, this one I'm scared of.
I'm scared to fuck this.
Yeah, I'm like,
and the reason why I'm scared of it is because it's kind of one of those DC movies that's not a part of DC. Now, they were able to get away with that with
Marvel movie.
Sorry, Marvel. But it's not really attached to Marvel. Now, DC movies are hot garbage, but Venom was actually decent, especially because of the actor. He's a great actor. He really made the movie. Now, those of you not in the comic book realm, this is a guy scientist, who was hit with a certain disease, and he found a way to cure himself, but it gave him vampirism. So he transformed, and he has to go around surviving drinking blood. Mm-hmm. Now, he was a very famous character in the comic book realm. He crossed over with a lot of different individuals. So it's kind of popular. I think he's a good actor. But
the actor is great.
I think he's a very good actor. I don't know if he can carry the movie, but because it is from the Marvel realm, you guys might enjoy this.
Here's my deal with Sony on it. Sony put I was gonna say the Vulture in the cutscene.
They did.
So that means he's part of the Spideyverse. I don't know what Earth.
They're doing that whole crossover.
Or how multi-universe, whatever they're going to do.
Sony Pictures shit.
Yeah. I don't know because if Disney ain't talking about the full deal on them, we don't know. Probably somewhere down the line. I do not want this to be like a Venom. I don't.
They're handcuffed. So there's a lot of shit they can't
do. When you bring this guy in, you gotta it fucks with Blade. Now they already said they got Blade hand down, packed. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about things like this, it's like I'm not too sure. I get scared of watching this movie. I do see Sony putting this shit back, if possible.
Right now it's set to release March 19th.
I see.
I see them letting this ride.
Nah, it costs too much. Because they put some money in it. They got some effects. They paid them folks. I don't know. Just by looking at everything else outside. Ain't enough people getting vaccinated, homie. Niggas say that half a theater. You bugging.
Man, nigga, we gonna lie, tell you, they gonna go door to door. Y'all niggas think y'all gonna avoid this shit.
Yeah, they're gonna put that shit on PlayStation 5s. They gonna
What?
sell you that shit for $20. Nigga, that's what they
Oh,
gonna do.
you
Everybody
let
who
niggas
got
know they
one.
get a PlayStation 5 with every they running, boy.
Exactly. I don't know.
So it's cost $90 million.
I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Look, I love to see it. In my head, I'm
Yeah,
trying to see the
I'm hoping it's
connections.
good, man.
I'm trying to see how the connections are gonna play, but I don't want it to be another what's the name, because if you already gave us that it's gonna be connected in the world with Spidey. If I don't see Spidey shooting up through you real quick or something, or you giving a shout out to him, talk about you, thanks for the assist or something or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared of it. I want to see it. I don't know if I ain't going out to the theater if the theater ain't looking right to see it.
No, I feel you.
I'd rather see nobody than that.
Oh, definitely.
And that's the craziest part. I'd rather see nobody than that.
Definitely gonna see that shit. All right, so again, March, I think it was the 25th. This is set to come out. So I mean, it's Marvel. They did show you the whole Sony character at the end with the whole Spider-Man verse. So they will have a lot of. And I said he did in the comic book world. He did do a lot of crossovers.
Yeah.
So this might open up for them to do a lot of different stuff. And they're already rebooting Blade.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So keep your eyes out for that. All right, one that I would say we're talking about pushback that I think is going to get pushed back.
Yeah, they already pushed it back once.
A Quiet Place 2. I enjoyed the fuck out of one. I thought it was. I mean, you talking about acting.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that didn't have any talking.
Yeah.
And it was still phenomenal. You were scared. You had joy. You were sad. Little boy got his ass snatched up real quick. And then the father sacrificing himself for his daughter.
That's why they give you them batteries.
Yeah, man.
That's it. That's it.
His daughter believing that she hated him. And, he took that death for her. And they realizing how to actually kill them. So this is, I guess, a little somewhat of the prequel leading up to that.
Yeah.
And then carrying over.
See, that's the thing about the movie, period. I'm like, do I want to go back and see everything, how it started?
I mean, I would love to see that. I mean, that bus scene was crazy, nigga. With that shit
No, of course it's crazy.
Yeah.
You got the whole alien attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the whole aliens coming down, people not knowing what's what. Everybody gonna be talking and yelling in the bitch in the beginning. I don't know where they hit.
Yeah, you're not gonna know what's going on.
You get what I'm saying? And we're gonna be the people, shut the fuck up. No motherfucker can hear you from miles away. You know what I mean? But what are we gonna go past it? Because if you're only gonna lead us up to the point,
right?
Where the baby dies.
I hope they don't do that whole part.
I'm like, come
shit.
on, my nigga.
I give you this one, do this one. I think one was phenomenal. I can tolerate her too. I think she's a phenomenal actress. She's been doing this shit for years. Like I've never seen a bad movie she's done.
Oh no, hands down.
So I think she's phenomenal. So go out and see this. And they did give us a release date on this. Give me 1 second. So A Quiet Place 2 release date is April 23rd. So that's kind of like in that whole border realm where everyone feels by March, April, everything should be back to normal with everyone being vaccinated. You ain't lying. No, Biden ain't playing. Y'all want it, Biden. You're going to get him.
Nah, he going to give us a shutdown for a bit.
You know what I mean? So, hey, do it. So, my pay rate will go up again. So look out for this. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch the first one, I'm not sure. I think it's available on Netflix. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure on Netflix.
I'm not sure. But check it out. It's a great movie. It doesn't have a lot of talking, but the action and everything is there. Those creatures are fierce. They're not fucking playing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of close calls, and then, you're tensed up what's going to happen. But it is a good movie, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. All right. So last one, and then we're going to get out of here. It's not coming to the movie theaters.
They may have made the only smart play so far. Yo, I can't even deny it. They might have made the only smart play so far.
Eddie said, "You know what? Give me my money now.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. I'll
Don't
take that.
even worry about it. Go ahead and give it to me now." Now, this movie has been pushed back already. It was originally supposed to air December 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pushed it back, and now it's supposed to come out, oh gosh, I think March 5th.
Yep.
They push it back to March 5th. If you haven't seen Coming to America, something wrong with you. I don't care what your color is, your background. Everyone loves comedy. You need to get a part of this. I'm not fully sold about this being as funny or, because I'm not keen on that. Part that loses me is who the fuck he had the son with.
Well, we know it's not the girl he married.
Right. So this is where, I'm kind of lost, and hopefully they can make it right for me.
That's going to be the craziest part. But I think that's going to be where they try to introduce all the comedy.
Right, the characters.
And he'll probably go back and meet all the old chicks that he
because
hooked
he's
up
going
with.
back to Queens.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I think Butterfly, I'm not sure if it was, but somebody made a good point where as far as it might have been, because remember when Arsenio's character act like he was Akeem for a little bit?
Could have been.
So she made a great point there.
That'll probably be the twist of the movie.
Right.
That'll probably be hey, now I'm not your daddy.
Yeah.
No! You know what I mean?
That might work, so I think it'll be good. But again, with all these great actors that's in this again, they brought back the barbershop scene, which is plus for me. They brought back Randy Jackson and the preacher. You could just do those two scenes, and I'll pay to see that.
Look, I know those scenes are gonna be funny. I know those scenes are there. I don't know if it's gonna carry a movie.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
The times have changed. He even said some of the humor he was gonna do is gonna be different and changed.
Can't do the same shit.
Yeah, and I see when he sold it early, he made his buck. I'm not even saying him. Whoever the producers, you could probably was one of them. But they sold it for like $125 million.
It was 100-some million.
Yeah. So right now, they're the first up on six figures. It's going on Amazon. I don't know if Amazon's gonna make people pay for this.
The way they do those is what they have. Well, it's gonna be released on their free.
So it's
if
free
you have
for Prime.
Amazon Prime membership, you good. Now, what they do have a section where they allow you to rent or purchase certain movies.
Now that
I don't think this will be. From what I'm hearing, this isn't one of them.
Now that
This definitely isn't one of them.
then that'll be cool. Eddie made out. Eddie made out. The whole crew. They got their money. They got their money back. Let's see. Hopefully the movie looks good. They've only put out not a full trailer. It was only the teaser trailer.
Little teaser.
It was a teaser trailer, so we can't get anything else there. A lot of people are alive, so let's see if they're gonna be funny in this. I got my fingers crossed, but I'm preparing for the worst.
All right. So hopefully this is good. I think it's gonna be good. I'm psyching myself down because I don't want to go in this like, okay, well, it has to be Harlem Nights. It has to be Coming to America, where it's still good, but because it's not on that level, it's still looked upon as a certain way. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good, y'all. I'm just downplaying it because I don't want to over be happy for it and then I get let down. Because it's gonna be funny, but it's not as funny. Then I'll be like, eh. But definitely take heed for that and look forward to that. So one show we will be going off of next week. The Rookie is back for ABC.
Okay.
I like that show. Netflix just bought up the reviews of LA's Finest. That's with Wade's wife and
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle Union and not.
Oh
Bill.
wait, they trying to save that show?
Well, I don't know if they're saving it, but I know they have season 1.
Well, yeah, it was a cable company had
I think
produced season 1.
I think originally it was Dan, then I think Fox picked it up.
Now, here's the funny thing about that. That was a spinoff from Bad Boys.
It was?
She's playing the same character.
She is. I didn't realize that.
That's the kicker. And I was like, why'd they leave her out in 3? She'd have to be Mike's,
Well, what's name didn't want
Mike's
it.
love. Who? Martin?
Entanglement's wife.
Entanglement. Nigga, he should have. Gabrielle could be the first one on this motherfucker set. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You want some coffee?
I mean,
Let me get you some shit.
This was before he figured out, what happened between him and his wife and all this other shit. So that's what happened with that, and then all that shit happened, and it was too late because they already wrote out the fucking movie and shit.
Yeah, that sucks. I think she did need to be there because they made such a big deal.
It's crazy.
And then for her to be like, yeah, they didn't even like, yeah, she gone.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
Huh?
Nah.
But then they had this little spin-off world because she was the right character of it. And I was like,
right.
that don't make sense. Okay.
So look for it. I already saw the first 2 episodes. There's a little twist between the two police officers, and I forgot the young lady name. She did one of the horrible Fantastic Fours.
Yes.
Very beautiful. She's a good actor. That's crazy. Anyway, it's not just if she's beautiful. She is a good actress. So we'll be talking about that. We'll look into The Rookie. That's out. Life, it stopped. They're stopped at episode 5. They're catching up, so we can't talk about that. So we'll definitely be talking about The Rookie. And we'll talk about LA's finest, and we'll find some other stuff. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate for everybody out there taking your time out of your busy schedule to rock out with us. Your last words, Jeff?
Yeah, nigga, wax off now. Fuck out of it.
All right, y'all, man. Thanks again. Peace out.